Hello and a warm welcome to Blue Spoon Veggie and the second of my 2 Shake Up Dinner videos. If you always serve the same few accompaniments with dinner, then making some tasty changes to those can be a great way to make your meals feel more varied. Broccoli pairs well with strong flavours, so add some zing with a quick warm dressing made from just sesame oil, garlic and ginger. Tip in some steamed or boiled broccoli or tender stem and stir well. I like to sprinkle in some chopped cashews. You can liven up steamed leafy greens like spinach with a quick tomato sauce. Sauté a shallot in oil and butter and then add chopped fresh tomatoes. Sprinkle in a little paprika. Garam masala would be nice instead of paprika. Splash in a little white wine. Then season with salt and pepper and sprinkle in some fresh or dried parsley and simmer for a few more minutes. Use the sauce to top any cooked green veg you fancy, spinach, cabbage or green beans for example. Choose different varieties or colours of your regular vegetables, like these pretty yellow and purple French beans. Change up how you cook green beans and pop them in the air fryer. Drizzle with oil, season with salt and pepper, and give them a good shake. I air fry them for 4 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius in a preheated air fryer, and they come out tender and extra tasty. How about cooking a vegetable that is more usually eaten raw, like radishes? Simmer a few radishes, with baby carrots if you fancy, in a little water and lemon juice, along with some butter and thyme until they're all tender. These flavourings are just a suggestion. Change up the herbs if you like, or add a splash of white wine to the cooking liquid. Using a few fresh herbs is a great way to refresh your side dishes. Either sprinkle chopped herbs straight onto cooked veg, or you could mix up some herb butter. This one has lemon zest, parsley and thyme, and some seasoning in it. Give all your ingredients a good mash together. Wrap in baking paper, then you can keep it in the fridge for several days and add to peas, sugar snaps and asparagus and any other greens. Try using your herb butter on baked potatoes too. Bake a potato for around an hour, then open it up. Spread on some of the herb butter, then add some chopped mozzarella. Return to the oven for 5 to 10 minutes for a cheesy herby filling. Speaking of potatoes, if you're bored of plain mash, is that possible? Then add in some extra flavours like cheese and mustard and some soft herbs, or some more herb butter like I've done here. Or try adding dried herbs and spices to bought chips and mix through before baking. Using a shop-bought blend like fajita, Cajun or masala makes your life easy. Why not give a different potato side dish a go for a change? Dauphinoise, potato cakes and hash browns are all easy to make and something a bit different. Of course, potatoes are wonderful, but for a change from potato wedges, make squash wedges. Just drizzle them with oil, add thyme, use dried if you like, and salt, and then roast for 40 minutes. You could also make chips from different veg. How about carrot or parsnip chips, or both? I like to make them in the air fryer, but you can just roast them in the oven. Take inspiration from another country's cuisine and make Bombay potatoes, or these Spanish-inspired potatoes simmered with paprika and saffron. Lightly fry some salad potatoes in olive oil for a few minutes in a pan that has a lid. Watch them dance in the heat. Add crushed garlic, in goes some tomato puree next, then some lovely Spanish spices, paprika, smoked paprika and saffron. Stir those in. A good sprinkle of salt, then some vegetable stock. Another good stir to bring everything together. Cover with a lid and leave to simmer for half an hour. Potatoes nice and tender, you can add in some fresh parsley and simmer for another few minutes until the sauce magically thickens up and becomes glossy. Yum! Inspired by this new, to me, Yemeni style spice paste, I'll link part 1 below where I cook the stew in this meal. I'm making some baked spiced rice. I most often just boil basmati rice, but it's fun to take a break from your usual cooking methods every now and again. To plain basmati rice, I'm adding a few spices, cardamom and turmeric to stay in tune with the stew, plus a light sprinkle of cinnamon, a grind of pepper and some salt. Pour over a drizzle of melted butter. Add some boiling water. Stir that all together, then cover tightly with foil and bake at 210 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes. The beauty of recipes like this is keep the ratios the same, 200 ml water to 100 grams rice, and you can change the flavourings to suit your mood. They're a bit of a refresh with new flavours and a different way of cooking an everyday side dish. Serve alongside whatever else you like, and you can garnish with pine nuts or flaked almonds. And while we're brightening up our greens, you can easily add spices to bulgur wheat and make a bulgur pilau. To a sautéed shallot, add your bulgur wheat. Add in whatever spices you like. I use a mix of allspice, berries, cardamom, star anise, cloves, and different dried herbs like parsley, thyme, and bay. Season with salt and pepper. Add boiling water or vegetable stock and then pop on a lid and simmer. Once the bulgur is tender, melt in some butter. Gently stir the butter in. Then you can add embellishments like chopped nuts and goat cheese, or just serve as it is. An easy side, but something a bit different to pair with many meals. Thanks for watching. Let us all know how you keep dinner interesting in the comments, and bye until next time.